Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an all-new Gwent deck video. So the balance patch hit the servers 2 days ago, and that's why today I will show you another new deck to try out for you. So with the balance patch coming, called the weather patch, one card specifically from the Skellige faction was changed decently, and that is the bear here. Currently the reason for a lot of discussions in the Gwent community, and that's why today we are playing CRACH and CRAITE deck with triple savage bears. The bear was upped from 4 points to 6 points, and still the effect is the same: damage in each enemy unit that appears by 1. But nowadays the damage is being dealt after the effect from your opponent's unit has finished. So if your opponent is playing a small medic, for example, to steal a card out of your graveyard, that is now working. So that's why the Savage Bear got a little buff, but 2 points are really huge. He's now not been able to kill that easily. He is staying on the board for a longer period of time and dealing constantly damage on your opponent's units, which is pretty great, because in our deck here we're running also triple Axemans, which is a veteran unit, so he's getting stronger each round. He's then, whenever an enemy is damaged, you will boost himself by 1, and he also has 2 armor. So potentially with the Savage Bears and all the other damage dealers that we have in the deck, the Axeman will get pretty big in a short amount of time. So it is definitely reasonable that the Axeman is going up to 20 to 30, maybe even 40 points if the round is going on long enough. And because you need time for the Axeman to get bigger, you are running, for example, cards like the AVALLAC'H here, which allows both players to draw 2 cards. So then you have more time for each round to deal a lot of damage. You have the YENNEFER, the Conjurer as well. Every turn, at the start of your turn, you're dealing to the damaged highest enemies 1 point of damage, so that is also buffing the Axeman. You will then also have a Coral, for example. You will pick a unit, damage all units on the row by half their power. You will ignore armor, for example, and that is rounding down, so that is also dealing damage. To deal more damage, you have the Shieldmaidens, excellent card. You have the MYRGTABRAKKE here. Then you have double STAMMELFORD'S Tremors, and you have the White Frost. So all in all, that's a lot of damage dealer. Why are we playing the CRACH and CRAITE instead of the Herald? That is because we either want to get the MORKVARG on the board with 3 extra points, so you would be going up to 11, or you want to get the Operator here. The Operator allows you to choose a bronze unit in your hand, and you will create a base copy of it in both players' hands. So, and with the Operator, you are either looking forward to get the 4th Axeman, so have then even more options to get a huge Axeman on the board, or you want to create a copy of the bear and have 4 bears in your deck. Normally the Axeman is obviously the better choice, but depending on the matchup, 4th bear might also be pretty good. So you either have then the Operator in your starting hand, or you have the MORKVARG in your starting hand. Normally you're trying to have the Operator in your starting hand so you can get the MORKVARG out with your leader. But if you only have the MORKVARG in your starting hand, getting the Operator is also pretty fine. He will then be in a 12-point unit, but he's not coming back. So MORKVARG is obviously giving you more points over the course of the whole game. So that's normally your target, but also getting an Operator is totally fine. Then for more points, we're also running the HJALMAR here. That is, you will spawn in Lord Anvik on the opposing side. And if you kill the Lord Anvik, you will boost the HJALMAR by 10 points, so he will be a 25 gold card. And the Anvik is 5 points, easily killable by all the damage that you can deal. So if you have a bear on the board, he's going down to 4, then you use just double Shieldmaidens on that, and the Anvik is down. You have then the HJALMAR with 25 points. That is pretty sick. The deck for me is running so far pretty decently, and because right now there are a lot of Succubus, for example, on the ladder, or also the Borg Dragon, we are running 1 DIMERITIUM SHACKLES, which locks a unit, even a gold one. And you definitely need that, otherwise your opponent is waiting until you have a big Axeman, for example, until you have the MORKVARG. Then he's dropping the Succubus, stealing the MORKVARG or the Axeman, and he can easily win with that. So the Shackles is very helpful here, also against the Borg, of course. Otherwise, normally you have the highest units on the board, so the Borg would kill your unit, not your opponent's ones. So you definitely want to prevent that from happening. So that's why we are running 1 Shackles. Of course, triple Priestess in the deck. You have the SIGRDRIFA here, and you have the GREMIST against weather stuff, and you can also get, of course, another bear on the board if you like that. So that is the deck performing decently for me so far. I'm not sure if that's the best deck currently to play, but the bears are definitely huge oppressing threat for your opponent. so he's not happy to see those bursts on the board. And we will now play the deck a bit, see the deck in action, and, well, see how it is performing, right? Let's go now. So guys, our first game will be Skellige versus Skellige, and this one, our opponent is using King Brands, so you might expect some Queen's Guards here. He's discarding those Queen's Guards and then get the Queen's Guard out on the board again, but we will see if that is true. So we have the MORKVARG here, so Operator is left in the deck with HJALMAR, AVALLAC'H. One Shieldmaiden. I don't think we have to keep the Priestess here for the start. We have the Shackles. There is probably... we could keep the Shackles. Let's keep the Shackles here, that's fine. The rest is also kind of good. Might drop the Reaver for now, but we also want to get that back later. So yeah, we're dropping the Reaver, we get another Axeman. Totally good, so we can just drop the Operator with our lead ability. Let's just finish drawing. With the Operator, we can then copy an Axeman, get another one here on the board. There is a bear for him, and we will also just start with a bear. So he's damaging the bear. If he has now the Shieldmaidens, he could just play Shieldmaidens and kill the bear directly. So that's why the change of... oh, just another bear. The change here on the cards is really important, because if he would have dropped the Shieldmaidens, that means the Shieldmaidens are killing the bear, but they're not getting damaged, which is a huge difference. Before dropping the Shieldmaidens here, we might just want to play the Axeman, who is getting hit twice by the Savage Bear. Well, I mean, that's a bit dangerous, because he can obviously just then play the Shieldmaidens. I'm not so sure. We will find out pretty soon. Let's try that. So there's 2 armor on the Axeman. He's getting dealt 2 damage. So if he has a Shieldmaidens, he can hit the bear twice and then also kill the Axeman. No, just the next bear is incoming. Wow, that is indeed quite a lot. So if we just drop the Shieldmaidens here, what is happening is we could kill 1 Savage Bear. On the other hand, the other bears are staying alive, so the Shieldmaidens are still getting damaged twice. I'm not a huge fan of that. What we on the other hand could do is just go for the White Frost here and applying some Frost in the front row. So the bears are getting a bit weaker, plus of course we are buffing the Axeman here. So it's currently 13 to 11. Looks like he's now going for the King Bran. And we will then also drop the HJALMAR here, by the way, on the next turn.
That's it.
Oh, is he not playing with Queen's Guards? What else was there? He is playing with Queen's Guards. Okay, so 2 Queen's Guards now in his graveyard, and the Raider was spawning. We will now drop the HJALMAR here, which is then spawning the Lord of Anvik, who's getting damaged by the Savage Bear and also damaged by the Frost. On the other hand, the Axeman is increasing a lot. There's the Operator. He's now copying Queen's Guard that is still in his hand. So he now has 2 Queen's Guards in his hand. Only 35 to 30. So I would say, let's see. Might just drop the MORKVARG here. Doesn't matter if that one is getting damaged, it's coming back anyway. So down to 5, that's a lot of damage from the bears. Next turn we will go for the Shieldmaidens here, because the bears are down to 2, so we can hit 2 bears down, and the other one is getting damaged, so this one is also then dying. Still dealing 1 damage to each Shieldmaiden. And there is the Gavaldigni. We will still, let's see. Might also just drop the Queen's Guard, but no. Let's still drop the Shieldmaidens here. The 2 bears are going down. And we're also hitting the last bear, getting another 1 point. It's down to 1 point, so he's now getting killed. Oh, wait. Ah, wow. Right, if there are 3 bears, he can still hit those. Yeah, that was still 1 Shieldmaiden was going down. Okay, we are still winning the round. He is currently at 6 cards. We are at 6 cards. We're getting the MORKVARG back, so everything is fine. Queen's Guard on the other hand is not helping us, so we're just replacing the card and probably playing the AVALLAC'H next turn, in the next round. So that is then giving us a starting point of 5, plus the AVALLAC'H will be then 15, which is a lot, and probably our opponent needs to play 2 cards if he's not just going instantly for the Queen's Guard, which is a possibility. Let's drop the Queen's Guard, we're getting another Axeman, fine by me. So the AVALLAC'H is coming, we're getting 2 extra cards, which is the Reaver, pretty good, and the Operator. Ooh, that is also good. That now means that we, with the leader here, we get a bear on the board. We also have a bear. Well, we will just drop the Operator here, copying the Axeman. So we now have 3 Axemans. It's currently 23 to 7. If he's just dropping the Queen's Guard, He is obviously going ahead here. Yeah, that it looks like. Just going for the bear. Wow. It's the bear. We don't care for the bear. We will now just pass. He's currently 9 points behind. And he now needs to invest one more card, which means he is at 8 cards for the next round. That's a Queen's card. So it's 28 to 23. He's winning the round. 1 card disadvantage. He needs to start, so that's another disadvantage for him. Our hand right now is pretty good. We have a lot of X-Men here that we can drop. We have a bear. MORKVARG is still 2 points on the board. Yeah, we don't like the Queen's card, so that's definitely going back into the deck. So, back with you Queen's cards. We got the dragon, another damage dealer.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
And he's just going for the bear. Yeah, you know what, you're also getting the bear here. So we have one more bear in the graveyard.
What do you need?
Just dropping another bear. Yeah, you will also get a lot of bears here. I'm pretty sure about that. So we're dropping the leader, which is then spawning another bear, which is also getting buffed. So he's at 6. We have a 5. We have a 6. There's an X-Man, which is getting damaged twice. And I would say, so the bear is dealing 2. Can use the shackles here, which might be a very good move on the X-Man. Yeah, let's do that. So he's not getting any sort of value out of that. With the what was the name? Drakebond do, he's buffing the Queen's cards in his graveyard, so he now has an 8, he has a 7, and he has a 5. Which is a lot, but could be way higher. So far, I'm not too unhappy with that. We're dropping the Axeman, which is getting twice hit it by the Savage Bear, of course. But if he's now dropping a unit, the Savage Bears are just dealing damage, so the X-Men are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Also with the GREMIST we can get SHIELDMAIDEN. With the GREMIST we can get some fog here on the board. Might not be that bad. And we will just get another bear here, by the way, on the board with the Priestess. Hitting the bear twice. The Priestess is also going down. Currently we are a bit behind, but that's fine. With the Madman Lugos, he is probably killing the bear, I would assume. Oh, why is he? Oh, he's just dropping a Priestess. Wow, that was only 1 point on the Savage Bear. I was expecting a kill here. Oh, wow. That was unexpected. So, obviously, X-Men, another one's coming. And opponent defeated. Game 2, and again we have Skellige versus Skellige, and we again have Charging Trade versus King Bran. So the last game, opponent just conceded because our army of X-Men would have just getting out of control there. If we were just getting bigger and bigger, the bears would hit all the Queen's Guard that was spawning. We still had some weather, we still had the Reaver to get something else out of the graveyard. So a lot of decent options, and that was it was a good decision to just concede here in this situation. Double Shieldmains, we obviously drop 1. MORKVARG, YENNEFER. So I would say we will just start here with dropping the Priestess. Gives us a Coral, we will then drop the Shieldmain. We are starting with the Priestess because then you not get the Shieldmain on top of the deck. So that is better, because if we are not interested in playing the Shieldmain, we might have a chance to not draw that again. And I definitely would love to draw the Priestess. So let's drop the Shieldmain, get the GREMIST, and that looks really fine. We can just keep the hand here, that's okay. We will then start with our leader, get the operator on the board, and copy another X-Man. So then we have 2 bears, and we have 2... Ooh, they're starting with the MORKVARG. So I'll just double cross. You know what, then I will give you a Savage Bear if you're starting with that. So Savage Bear constantly dealing damage again. There's also a bear. Ooh, I like that. I like that, I like that. Might just go for the Shieldmains, but obviously I also want to get the X-Men out first. So is he killing that? We need to play the operator on the other hand also first. Okay, let's do that first, then we are copying the X-Men and play this one. So spawning the operator here, which is getting damage from the bear. We are copying the X-Men. So we have another one now in hand. Then we are trying to play the X-Men, hope that that is surviving. He's just going for another bear. So that will be now 2 points of damage. Which is a lot. Cannot change that right now. Yeah, we will try here with the X-Men. Let's do that. He's getting 2, the armor is going down. He's now at 2 life. If he has a Shieldmains, he can just play triple Shieldmains, hit the operator 2 times. That's 2 times, and then the X-Men. He's playing just another X-Men, which is totally fine. So we might then just go for the Shieldmaiden, also he's still dealing damage with that. Let's see. I mean, we also can just play the GREMIST here, right? That might also be working out. Yeah, let's go for the GREMIST. We will spawn some fog now. So his X-Men is getting buffed twice. Our X-Men is now at 3 points. MORKVARG right now is getting the damage in his face. But over the next couple of turns, these Savage Bears are also getting damaged. Now using the King Bran, so we might see the Queen's Guard in the graveyard, most likely. I mean, that is a deck to go right now if you play King Bran. And, oh, apparently not. Interesting. He's playing the full discard deck. So with the triple clan and Crate Raider spawning on the board, he's currently a bit ahead. Not that huge of a problem. If we, for example, play the HJALMAR here, definitely helping us. And I like that, to be honest, a lot. So we might just... let's see, do we want to drop them in the front row? Yeah, we're doing that. Drop them in the front row. So MORKVARG is getting damaged this turn again with the fog. All the other units are at 4. Okay, Shieldsmith is helping him, so the MORKVARG is getting a bit bigger. We will now use the STAMMELFORD'S TREMORS, which is dealing a lot of damage, plus the X-Men here is getting buffed a lot. So he's going up to 17. We had 55, 54 now. And our opponent is at 29. Plus he's getting damage every turn here through the fog. We're probably just dropping the MORKVARG. If he's playing another card here, we're just dropping the MORKVARG. Yeah, he's now drawing one card. Plus, obviously, the bears are damaging the Ulderic. Still way ahead. We are just dropping the MORKVARG in this situation, which is another 8. Plus, he's spawning on the next turn, on the next round, which is totally fine. The front row really is looking not too hot at the moment. Opponent currently is 1 card ahead because of the Ulderic here. But on the other hand, we are also spawning the MORKVARG for the next round as well, so it doesn't really matter. Will be hard for him to come back. He needs to kill the X-Men. That's currently 20 points, but even if he's killing the X-Men... Now he's playing that. I mean, he's also killing his own units, and we still have the HJALMAR here. And this one is getting buffed by the Lord. So I'm not too scary of that, to be honest. And the MORKVARG is also respawning. So yeah, we are just passing now. No need to play something else. See how he's handling that. 25 to 75 points. Ah, he's also playing HJALMAR. Okay. But he needs to invest more cards right now. So it is 40 to 94. He is playing another one, Decoy, on the MORKVARG. He's investing quite a lot of cards just to clear the whole board here. And don't forget, we still have gold cards on the board, so let's see who is winning right now. That is 28 to 46. The HJALMAR is getting buffed to 38 to 45, which means we are still ahead, and he still needs to play at least one more card. That means he's down to 2 cards, while we still have 5 in the hand. So that is not a good position to be in. He's using the Shieldsmith to buff the MORKVARG again, which is now up to 11 points. That also means he's getting the MORKVARG back at 8 for the next round, while our MORKVARG is only 2, so... That is a bit of an advantage for him by 6 points, but 3 cards are definitely more than 6 points. So he will have a really hard time here. We get some bears, and we get the STAMMELFORD'S TREMORS. So that is indeed kind of good. I would say we're just keeping the hand. Yeah, that's okay. We definitely want to play the Shieldmaidens here this round, so that the deck is a bit thinner and we have more options to draw some good stuff. Another X-Men, for example, or some Priestess would be nice. Just starting with the Savage Bear. See what he's doing now. Drawing another unit. This one's getting damaged, so we will now just drop the Shieldmaidens here. Getting 12 points on the board, dealing 5 damage. So he's falling behind. We are thinning our deck. And have then the good chance to get either Priestess, Reaver, or stuff like that. And he's just passing here. That's fine. We're then getting 7 from the MORKVARG on the next round. Still is 3 cards behind, so normally that cannot be a victory for him. Highly, highly unlikely. The huge cards out of his decks are already out, so the HJALMAR, the Kambi, stuff like that. And we just got the Dragon. Wow, it might be even that we are just stopping the STAMMELFORD'S here. Yeah, that's a Priestess. We're doing that because he can only drop a maximum of 4 units here on the board. Maybe 5 or 6 if he has a Priestess, but that's it. Just starting with the Savage Bear. Constantly dealing damage. We have then the YENNEFER that is coming. We have the Coral. And oh, we're even getting more cards. Yeah, that is a really good. So the round is even continuing longer, gives us a chance to create even higher Axemans. And let's just now drop the Yennefer the Conjurer, dealing constantly damage over time. So I guess he's conceding in a couple of turns because the power that we are dropping on the board is way higher than his. And there's also bear. We don't care for the bear, to be honest. We will now just drop the Axeman here, do that in the middle row. And dropping probably the White Frost. Might also just get another Axeman here on the board, we will see. It's not like he has that many options, down to 3 cards. Using the Shackles, okay, that is helping him a bit. A bit. We will then just get another Axeman on the board. Pick up this one here, there's only one in the graveyard, by the way. So, 18 to 21. He is ahead currently, but our hand is so strong. Not a real chance for him. He's going for the renew. He's picking the HJALMAR. So the question is, can he also heal the Lord of Unwake? That's a real question. We will now just drop the White Frost here. Buffing our nice little Axemans, obviously. He's still 8 ahead. And wow! The Scorch killing everything. Wow, that was mean. Sick. So obviously we are just picking up another Axeman. Which is then getting, just getting buffed here again and again. We are dropping the Coral. Hitting those two. And we are just getting buffed again. And the dragon here is giving us a victory then. He's spawning the MORKVARG obviously again, but that doesn't matter too much. Let's just hit this one. So the MORKVARG will be then 4 points, getting damaged again. Having the Scorch, that was really mean. Was exactly coming at the right time, so winning this game, obviously.